Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. It has been a hot minute since I have chatted with you guys on here, but I'm really excited for this video. I actually have a little bit of sad news. I already filmed this video, but it's been so long since I filmed the YouTube video that I forgot to do the most important thing that you need to do when you film a YouTube video, and that is turn your microphone on. So I filmed like 20 minutes with no sound. Welcome to this slightly chaotic video. I hope you enjoy. So today we are talking about my August TBR, and we are doing a spin the wheel, like let the wheel decide my reads. I also have 3 ARC books that I have to read in October, so those are also on the list. So we are only spinning the wheel 3 times. And I'm sad that I have to refilm this video, but I'm also kind of glad because the books that I got last time were not it. And I was like, this is terrible. I'm not going to want to read any of these. So we completely threw the whole TBR back on the shelf, back on the card over here. And we're starting over because you know what? I can't read lips. And I can't redo the spins. And I can't make the book pick the wheel pick the same book. So if the same books get picked, we will see. ARC stands for Advanced Reader's Copy. So authors or sometimes publishers will send out ARCs to people on the street team, which is a group of people on like Instagram who help promote the book. So you can have early reviews out for the book. So that is an ARC. And I'm just letting you guys know and reminding you guys because I wish somebody would have prefaced that in their videos when I first started watching BookTube Instagram stuff. So let me pull up my blurb. Okay, here it is. So the first book, the first ARC I have today is What You Can't Lose by Mikayla Robbins. It is kind of like a Western like suspense, I think, kind of. And it is releasing October 25th. And the reason I'm on this street team is because I was on her street team for The Coal Miner's Niece. And I really loved that book. So we'll see what this book, I don't know if I'm going to like it because it's more suspenseful, I think, than The Coal Miner's Niece. That one was pretty intense too, though, and I did like it. So we will just see. Okay, so the blurb. Wanted for her abusive husband's murder, Josie Callahan flees North Carolina with nothing but the clothes on her back and an unborn child she must protect. Her last option is to seek refuge in the Montana Territory, posing as a mail order bride for a man she's never met. Travis Blythe believes he's ill suited to properly care for his children, especially when the reason they are motherless looms over him like a dark cloud. When he places an ad for a bride, he expects a mature and capable woman, not a young and mysterious one with no experience raising children. With only lies binding them, Josie fears trusting Travis, knowing he'd never accept her past or the secret child she carries. Meanwhile, Travis senses Josie's hiding something, yet the harder he tries to uncover the truth, the more he's drawn to her, despite his vow to keep his heart out of it. But when a vengeful enemy from Josie's past emerges from the shadows, they must confront their deepest fears and stand together to protect the innocent lives they hold dear. Okay, it sounds good. The only part that gives me a little bit of pause is the vengeful enemy. I really hope there's no POVs, enemy, villain POVs, because that makes me really nervous. Sorry, I thought my cat was up there. She was earlier. She's not anymore. Okay, so that is What You Can't Lose, releasing October 25th. That's my first ARC. Now, this one I'm really excited for. This one I'm very, very excited for. Ocean of Ink by A.R. Conwell. And if you are thinking, Conwell, that sounds familiar. Yes, it does, because she is a rom-com writer and her name is Anna Conwell, but she is branching into romantasy. I'm so excited for this, you guys. So, this is book 1 in a duology. The duology is called The Obsidian Academy Duet. I really like the use of duet instead of duology. That's so like whimsical. Okay, so this book is releasing on October 21st. You guys, I mean, the cover is gorgeous. You can see I'm so excited for this. So, she can sense emotions, and he's trained to be emotionless. Wren's quiet life is upended when her brother's body is delivered to her family's estate by the elite academy he was attending. Consumed by grief and bound by a past debt, she goes to the Obsidian Academy to uncover the mystery behind his death and avenge the only person she's ever trusted. A deadly forest surrounds the dark halls of the exclusive university, but the competitive, bloodthirsty students might be more vicious than the nightmarish creatures that haunt the woods. I don't even remember how I was sitting. I'm having technical difficulties in case you guys couldn't tell. So, this is going to be a rough reintroduction to YouTube. Okay, so we were talking about Ocean of Ink, and I was reading the blurb. Okay, a deadly forest surrounds the dark halls of the exclusive university, but the competitive, bloodthirsty students might be more vicious than the nightmarish creatures that haunt the woods, the most conniving of them all being Castian Valengard, the only one whose emotions Ren can't sense. Oh boy. And a man she believes is connected to the secret society her brother was a part of. Ren devises a plan to uncover Castian's role in her brother's death and in the meantime works to balance her studies and secrets. Then another student is killed. Stuck on the island with no way out, Ren must find her brother's killer before she turns into the next victim. Ocean of Ink is book one of a slow burn romantasy duology set in a dark academy surrounded by magical, deadly waters. If you love mystery, letters, and men who yearn, yes, this series is for you. Okay, you guys, I'm really excited to film this video, and I'm sorry if I don't seem excited as I used to be. I really wish I would have been so stupid and turned my microphone on the first time because it was really good. I feel like I had lots of good lines, but regardless, I'm really excited for this book, and I love yearning, guys. The he falls first, the yearning. Oh, it's always so good. Okay, so that's my second arc. And then the last arc I'm really excited about this. This cover is like so cute, by the way. Okay, Christmas on the Goblin Express by J.J. Fischer is releasing November 5th. And you guys, J.J. Fischer is one of my favorite authors. If you haven't read the Nightingale series and the companion book Caligo, what are you doing with your life? Because if you love fantasy, it is incredible. One of my favorite fantasy books series ever. Okay, so J.J. Fischer, love her writing so much. Okay. My bangs. This video is so chaotic, you guys. I hope you enjoy. I really want to make more real, authentic videos with you guys, and I hope you enjoy this. Okay, let's get into it. So, high achieving Australian medical student Claire Sampson has struggled to enjoy Christmas in recent years, but this is the first Christmas she will be all alone, with her parents overseas and her grandfather in a coma. Claire is desperate to quit med school, but medicine was Grandpa's dream for her, and her rural hometown desperately needs more doctors which could have changed her grandfather's prognosis. Just when Claire thinks Christmas will be unbearable, a steam train straight out of platform 9 3/4 appears, a train invisible to all but Claire. It's the Goblin Express, run by Christmas-hating elves and full of washed-up souls from hundreds of worlds who come aboard to escape the holidays. As it turns out, humans aren't the only species who can loathe their festive seasons. Upon boarding, Claire befriends several of her fellow travelers, including a mysterious hooded figure who totally gives her Strider vibes, and may or may not actually be a night elf. Okay. But when the Goblin Express comes under attack, Claire and her new group of mismatched friends must band together to save the train, and maybe even find a little bit of Christmas spirit in the process. Okay, so her newest novel, J.J. Fisher's newest release, is The Heart of the King. Bam, pretty cover here. And you guys, I love this book so much. And the male main character in that book also had Aragorn, Strider, like mysterious vibes. I was here for it. I loved it so much. Okay, so this is a cozy Christmas romantasy adventure with laugh out loud comedic elements. Think Stardust meets A Christmas Carol meets The Polar Express with a dash of the Hallmark Channel, Lord of the Rings, and Harry Potter. Okay, so I watched The Polar Express when I was little. The animation absolutely terrified me, and I really don't care for the movie. Probably mostly just the animation terrified me. But if it's J.J. Fischer, I'm sure I will love it. So, okay, now we are moving on to the wheel. Dun dun dun! Dramatic music here. So, I have. How many books do I have on this list, by the way? 53. Okay, this is all my physical books that I own that I haven't read yet. So, I'm going to spin this wheel and it's going to pick my book, and then I will read you the blurb. And I can only, I don't know what, my own rules. If I don't think it's book that I'm going to get to, I'm going to veto it. So, I'm literally the only one who cares about these rules, so that's what I'm going to do. So, if this is chaotic, I don't really care. Okay, first book. First book, please be a good one. Please be a good one. I'm really scared. Last time I did this, they were not good. So, okay. Chasing Shadows by Lynn Austin. Okay, this one was on my. Okay, it's right here. I can reach it. This was on my September TBR, and I really want to read this. So, I love Lynn Austin. Her books are really good. Okay, hold on. My computer's telling me that it's going to die. It's fine. It'll last another 20 minutes. Okay, so this is Chasing Shadows. It says Lena is a wife and mother who farms alongside her husband in the tranquil countryside. Tranquil. Wow, I can't talk. Her faith has always been her compass, but can she remain steadfast when the questions grow increasingly complex and the answers could mean the difference between life and death? Lena's daughter, Anne's, I don't know how to say that, but it's in I think it's in Poland or something, so that's probably why I don't know how to say it. Has recently moved to the bustling city of Leiden, filled with romantic notions of a new job and a young Dutch police officer. But when she is drawn into resistance work, her idealism collides with the dangerous reality that comes with fighting the enemy. Miriam is a young Jewish violinist who has immigrated for the safety Holland offered. She finds love in her new country, but as her family settles in Leyden, the events that follow will test them in ways she never imagined. The Nazi invasion propels these women onto paths that cross in unexpected, sometimes heartbreaking ways. Yet the story that unfolds illuminates the surprising endurance of the human spirit and the power of faith and love to carry us through. Okay, Len Austen's books are always good, so this will be good. Okay. Let me check to make sure we're still filming. Okay. I have PTSD, so we're just gonna keep checking. Okay, so the next book. Let's find out what it's gonna be. I'm so sorry for the chaos, you guys. Actually, oh no. Close. Okay, you know what? No, I'm not sorry, because you know what? This is real life, you guys. This is real life. Okay. Our next book. Let's find out what it is. This is real. I can't even make this stuff up. It's just real life, you guys. Okay. Never Forgotten. Hannah Linder. The wheel is being so much nicer to me this time around. I really appreciate it. Okay. Look how pretty this book is. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, this is Regency. It's Regency, like historical romance. And we back. Georgina Whitmore, not accustomed to any man being unaffected by her charms, is plagued with the disappearance and rejection of Simon Fancourt. 12 years later, Mr. Fancourt returns to British society with 2 children and a mad hunger for justice. Oh my goodness. Racing against time, Simon works to uncover the men responsible for his wife's horrific murder. Oh no! Protect his children and fulfill his father's unexpected will by marrying Georgina, the last thing in the world he wants to do. Though her heart throbs to accept, she would rather lose him again than have his name without love. She denies his proposal of matrimony, knowing it will cost them both. But as tragedies unravel and secret enemies narrow their sights on Simon, Georgina risks her life and her reputation to protect him and the children. Will the danger scorch them alive, or will it for the first time open his heart to her? This sounds good. Okay, I really like Hannah Linder. Just looking. I've only read one of her books. One? Is that right? I feel like I've read more. I think I own most of them except for her newest release, though. So maybe that's why I feel like I've read more. Okay, that's gonna be good. I like Regency mystery slash romance. So, okay, this is the last book. And so far, I'm way happier with this than was with my last TBR. So maybe it's a good thing my microphone I didn't turn my microphone on the first time. Okay. Spin the wheel. Let's see what we've got. Do 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 do. Oh, I'm scared. The Thief of Lanwyn Manor by Sarah E. Ladd. Okay, I can get behind these Regency books. I haven't read Regency in a long time. The thing is, this is the second book in the series, but I bet they can be read. I bet I can read them as standalones. Look how pretty this cover is, you guys. Okay. Julia Twethway needs a diversion to mend her broken heart, so when her cousin invites her to Lanwyn Manor, Julia eagerly accepts. I bet the first book's about her cousin. What do you want to bet? The manor is located at the heart of Cornwall's mining industry, and as a guest, Julia is swept into its intricate world. It's not long, though, before she realizes something dark lurks within the home's ancient halls. As a respected mine owner's younger son, Isaac Blake is determined to keep his late father's legacy alive through the family business, despite his brother's careless attitude. In order to save their livelihood and that of the people around them, the brothers approached the master of Lanwyn Manor with plans to bolster the floundering local industry. Isaac can't deny his attraction to the man's charming niece, but his brother has made his intentions to court the lovely visitor clear, and Isaac knows his place. When tragedy strikes, mysteries arise, and valuables go missing, Julia and Isaac find they are pulled together in a swirl of strange circumstances, but despite their best efforts to bow to social expectations, their hearts aren't so keen to surrender. Okay, this says Northanger Abbey meets Poldark, one of the reviewers said, which I was going to mention. I've watched Poldark. I haven't watched the whole series, and I wouldn't recommend it because there's lots of content problems, and that's why I haven't finished the series. But I love the vibes. I love the Cornwall mining town, those vibes. So, I'm probably going to like this book. Okay, you guys, I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm so happy that my microphone wasn't turned on because the books that I had were terrible, and I did not want to read like any of them except for like one. So I'm really glad this worked out really good, you guys. Okay, so for my October TBR, we've got a lot of atmospheric reads. I feel like Regency is always kind of like fallish, and so is like World War II fiction. So that's exciting. Okay, so we have The Thief of Lanwyn Manor, Never Forgotten, and Chasing Shadows for my physical books. And then I have What You Can't Lose by Mikayla Robbins, Ocean of Ink by A.R. Anna Conwell, and Christmas on the Goblin Express by J.J. Fischer. Okay, you guys, I'm happy. I'm happy with these. You know what? I'm happy with these. Yeah, okay, that turned out way better than I thought it was going to. Okay, so I'm glad my microphone died. I know I already said that. And you might be wondering why I only have 6 books on my physical TBR for the month. And that is because this summer I realized that I have been spending way too much time and money on reading. And I've also been putting a lot of pressure on myself to read as many books as I can. And I have a whole post about this on Instagram if you guys want to go read it. But I decided that my book buying problem was stemming from other areas in my life, other like stress and stuff, so I was buying books to like cope with stress, which is not healthy. And so I have limited myself to buying books, how many books I can buy in a month for at least the rest of the year, probably into next year too, but I haven't got that far yet. And then challenging myself to read slowly and enjoy the books that I've read. So I think it's going well. Um, yeah. So that is why I only wanted 6 books on my October TBR. The other reason is I am a terrible mood reader, and oftentimes, if I don't pick out a good book, or if I have a book picked for me and I end up not being in the mood for it, I'm not gonna read it because I'm not in the mood. But all of these, I think, all of these are pretty good. Chasing Shadows is a repeat, but I don't mind because I really have been wanting to read it for a long time. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. This is gonna be really fun. So thank you guys so much for watching this slightly chaotic video of me jumping back into YouTube. This was a lot bigger deal filming this than I thought it was gonna be. But honestly, I'm glad my microphone died because I would not have had a fun reading month with those books that I had before hanging over my head. It would not have been enjoyable because I wasn't in the mood for any of them. So I'm glad I did not turn my microphone on. So if you enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments what your most anticipated read for October is, or if you've read any of these books, or if you're excited for any of these books, let me know. I'd love to chat in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified when I post new videos, because I will be posting more videos now that summer is over. My summer was just chaotic, and that's why I didn't post any more videos this summer. But I'm excited to jump back into YouTube. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful rest of your day. Bye.